Hey guys, time for my NXT review from April the 10th, 2013. A really good episode of NXT. Starts off with a six-man tag team match, if you want to call it a match. It's all the members of the Shield against Percy Watson, Axel Keegan, and Scott Dawson. And this was just a complete squash match. It just was. The Shield get the win. So after that, they get on the mic for a bit saying, how we've taken over Raw, we've taken over SmackDown, we're coming back to NXT, and just gonna run roughshod. Well, on the NXT-tron, I guess we can call it. Okay, we'll call it the NXT-tron, is Corey Graves. And Corey Graves says that he has unfinished business with the Shield because they cost him the NXT Championship twice. And he'll challenge any member of the Shield. To which Seth Rollins replies, I'm the one that he feuded with, I'm the one that started it, and I'm going to end it. So Roman, Dean, you get the night off. So, we're going to get to see in the near future Seth Rollins and Corey Graves. Now we go to the promos, and these are just absolutely fun to watch. So in the back, oh, by the way, I do want to mention, before I get any further, the commentators are Tom Phillips and Brad Maddox. And so basically, Brad Maddox takes control of the show. He calls Tom Phillips Tom and Jerry, so that was pretty funny. So we go to the back. Tony Dawson is with Summer Rae, and he asks her why did she run away in the tag match on the previous episode, her and Audrey Marie, against Paige and Sasha Banks. Her reply, and this is just great, I remembered that I had my iron curler on in the back, and I did not want the building to burn down. So I remembered I had to go all the way back to my locker room, turn off my curlers. How great is that? Such a great heel thing to say. And that she doesn't run away from Paige. So after a commercial break, we come back, and Renee Young is with Emma. And again, this is another fun promo. And maybe this is going to start to win me over with Emma. Maybe. So Renee talks about, how Emma's a little bit clumsy, to be nice. And Emma's like, I am like Lady Gaga. And, we get this weird, this look. Okay, you're right. I'm like Madonna. Everyone's doing the electric slide and the Macarena. Well, everyone's going to be doing the Evolution. So as she's dancing and walking away, she trips over the cord of the microphone. And Renee asks if she's okay, and Emma says yes, which was really funny. It was funny. It really was. So I'll give Emma that. She's had not so good matches so far, but she cut a good promo on this one. Back to the ring for tag team action. Cameron and Naomi going up against the Bellas. They say it's a rematch from WrestleMania. Yeah, they didn't compete at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, folks. So Naomi starts the match off, and she is just on fire, And it's weird, because every time I've seen Cameron and Naomi team up, it's always Cameron that starts the match. Naomi started the bout, and she looked pretty good in this match. So for, the first half of the match, Naomi is dominating in the match against the Bellas. Then Cameron comes in, and the Bellas get control right back. And the end of the match, the Bellas lock in, they each grab a leg, and it's like a synchronized roll into a flip. 1, 2, 3, the Bellas get the win over Cameron and Naomi. To the back with Cassius Ohno, and he says that how tonight he's going to end William Regal and how he's going to put him away for good. We get a commercial saying in 2 weeks it's going to be a special Clash of Champions episode of NXT where every title is on the line. Listen to this lineup. Caitlyn defends the Divas title against AJ. Alright. Adrian Neville challenges Antonio Cesaro for the US title. Okay. Brad Maddox somehow challenges Big E Langston for the NXT Championship. And Bo Dallas challenges Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title. 3 of those 4 matches make good sense at this time. How in the world did Brad Maddox get a title shot? But, of course, that next week, Antonio Cesaro loses the U.S. title, so that match is going to be a little bit weird to watch. So we get a nice video package from WWE Access during WrestleMania weekend and the entire WrestleMania weekend. So we're to the back, and William Regal is being interviewed. He's thinking, and he cut such a good promo that at the end, he basically says, what I'm going to do to Kassius Ohno tonight, I hope my kids can forgive me. Ooh, that's deep. Real deep. Well, before we get to the main event, we are told that next week on NXT, it will be Seth Rollins and Corey Graves one-on-one. And that Commissioner, Dusty Rhodes, has now made it a lumberjack match. Alright, could be interesting. So now we go to the main event. Kassius Ohno and William Regal. Wow, what a match that is. It just tells a great story, great psychology. And it's one of those matches where each man is, either stretching or, doing something illegal. It looked like William Regal had a concussion. It looked like it when you watch the match. Kassius Ohno pops one of his fingers back in, and there's a nice close-up shot of that. And it was just absolutely brutal. But the way this match went told a fantastic story of just 2 guys going back and forth. And at the end of the match, William Regal got the win with a running knee to the head of Ohno in just a tremendous match. You don't need, any cheap stuff. Their wrestling was the build-up for that match, and they pulled it off. It just was fantastic. A very good episode of NXT with maybe, as of right now, the best match on NXT all year right now with Kassius Ohno and William Regal. And in the next review of NXT, I will talk about the lumberjack match between Seth Rollins and Corey Graves.